As a local girl, I've seen the transformation of this city. But if you're new to Coventry, then the best place to start is here at the City Tourist Bureau. Ah, following my advice then, are we?
Yeah, Coventry seems to have an amazing history. And just look at the cathedral, it's fantastic. So that's the old cathedral, blitzed during the war, and that's the new cathedral, a masterpiece of modern architecture.
Yeah, with the Epstein sculpture of St Michael overcoming the devil. Coventry University is right opposite the cathedral, and that's why we're here, to learn some more about the university. But before we go in, Coventry is an easy city to explore on foot, Jez, with pedestrian precincts, and there's a whole variety of shopping. This one's Cathedral Lane's one of the 2 new shopping centres we've got here. They've put a canopy over Lady Godiva's statue. Well, you've got to give her some sort of covering, haven't you? And it's an imposing entrance to the shopping centre.
The Belgrade offers a wide variety of affordable live theatre, and there's plenty for the film goer too, with a new cinema multiplex, not forgetting that Stratford is just a few miles down the road. It seems there's quite a lot of medieval Coventry still left.
Yeah, this is Spon Street. They've actually taken medieval buildings from all over the city and rebuilt them here.
That's a nice one, I like that one. I have to say, Angela, there is a lot of concrete in Coventry.
Yes, there is, but most of it's in the ring road, which is the best way to get around. There's no traffic lights, and if you miss your junction, it doesn't matter, because you just go round again. The good thing about Coventry being in the middle of the country is you can easily get just about anywhere else. You can get a bus here from Paul Meadow. There's trains every half hour to London and Birmingham for the National Exhibition Centre.
And there's also Leamington Spa nearby. Warwick Castle's just down the road. Or try boating on the Avon at Stratford.
Quite an appropriate logo for Coventry University, that. The phoenix rising from the ashes.
Why's that?
Well, it's a symbol of the way Coventry rebuilt itself after the war. The university are proud to be associated with that, so they've adopted the phoenix as their logo.
How big is the university then?
Well, the campus actually covers 25 acres right here in the city centre. Everything is within easy reach for the students. There's over 15,000 of them, including quite a lot of mature students.
What, all in these buildings?
Well, not just these buildings. There are 8 different schools located in different parts of the campus. The Coventry School of Art and Design, for instance. There's over 1,000 students taking courses there. Pretty varied ones too. Time for a cup of tea. This is Breaks, one of the students' cafes and restaurants on the campus.
But what about student accommodation? What's that like?
Well, there's the Priory Hall residence. That houses over 500 students, all in their own rooms. The university also owns over 40 houses. There's a university housing office, and they also sort out over 900 single rooms for students in private houses, so no one should have any problems getting somewhere to live. The latest development is Singer Hall, which is a student village. It has 624 single bedrooms with self-catering. Incidentally, they had Steve Cram to open it.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot, Steve. Thank you.
The accommodation in Singer Hall is brilliant. It's really been well thought out. They've given a lot of consideration to facilities for disabled students too. Quite a few of the flats have been fitted with all sorts of aids to make life a bit easier.
Coventry does seem to go out of its way to make provision for students with disabilities.
Oh yeah, they've even got their own full-time disabilities officer.
Every disabled person can access higher education. Coventry University specifically has set out to become a centre of excellence for disabled people. We have got the facilities, comprehensive service to provide for disabled students to enable them to undertake a full and active life at university. We've got a disabilities office which comprises of myself as disabilities officer, disabilities welfare assistant, a full-time carer and a secretary. And what we do actually is provide continuous day-to-day support for our students with disabilities. We've just purchased a Volkswagen vehicle with a tail lift which enables us to take 4 disabled students plus passengers. We're going to use it to enable students to go on field trips, to undertake sandwich placements, and also to extend the opportunities for them to participate in leisure activities.
Coventry is a major engineering city. They've got big car companies here like Jaguar and Peugeot Talbot. Not surprising then that the School of Engineering is probably the biggest in the country, with over 3,500 students. I've come to this part of the campus to take a look at the university's Computing Services building. The university has something like 1,500 workstations available to students. There are rooms here where you can just walk in, log on and get on with your own work. And there's a campus-wide communications network. Across the road is Coventry Business School, over 3,500 students there, many of them from overseas.
I've been having a look at student services at the university. You can come in here and get careers guidance. They'll help you write your CV or fill in an application form for a job. There's counselling and welfare services, a medical centre with several doctors and a nursery for childcare. There's also an international office for overseas students. There's over 1,400 overseas students here at the moment from 78 different countries.
Well, this is probably the most important building on the campus as far as the students are concerned. It's the Students' Union, which houses everything from 3 bars, obviously very popular, to a shop, very useful that, and an excellent advice centre for students. Oh yes, there's also a travel bureau. The Students' Travel Agency is on hand to book everything from holidays to tickets home for overseas students.
In about 4 weeks' time.
The union is a place where you can become involved, and when they have hustings for the student body, then there's some pretty active electioneering.
Hello, have you voted in the student union elections yet?
Trying to introduce the banking facilities.
Make a difference, vote for somebody that can embarrass the university into making some changes for students. My name's Danny Morris, there.
The art of noise. This is one of the acoustic labs in the School of the Built Environment for building and civil engineering, and there are also planning and economic development courses.
You could say that a library is really the heart of a university, and this is the Lanchester Library. 300,000 reference books, 2,600 current periodicals, and over 1,000 student study places. And they're up to date too, with electronic information services like CD-ROM and online computer databases. There's also a student resources centre with colour photocopying facilities, desktop publishing, and they'll even develop your photos.
People talk to each other out of conviction.
not out of hollow mechanical reflex.
Students on their way to becoming chartered psychologists.
Is driven by underlying
The School of Health and Social Sciences covers everything from social work through to physiotherapy.
You go down to the High Court, law courts in the Strand, and you look at their list of cases.
Here students take law courses.
Will be the personal injury damages.
The School of International Studies and Law certainly lives up to its name.
You notice that here they've got a kipper that's hanging in the middle of the table. And eventually what they do is they cut this over and people share it amongst them. So the whole family will share one kipper.
Then the number we'd expect is just this individual probability times by the number of whiteboards we've got.
There's help on hand with studies in the School of Mathematical and Information Sciences.
A greenhouse on the roof, but here it's for a purpose. It's part of the School of Natural and Environmental Sciences. With 1,800 students, it's the second largest school at the university. Well, that's it. 8 scores, and we've had a glimpse at some of the courses. We've seen the students at work, and here's where they relax.
Well, sport plays a big part in students' life, and they've got just about everything here.
Yes, judo, swimming, squash, football, everything.
Don't forget the aerobics, Jess. Thirsty work, that. So, Jez, did you enjoy your tour of Coventry?
Yes, but you missed one thing out. You're local. What's the nightlife like?
Oh, well, there's no shortage of that. There's some great student pubs like the Golden Cross. Brown's is pretty good. And there's plenty of nightclubs in the city centre. One of the best places to come, though, is right here to the Union. They've got all the happening bands going, and they've got dance music too.
Oh, well, on that note, I have to agree. It sounds like a brilliant place to spend 3 years getting your degree.
I'll go along with that. People here seem to be having a pretty good time, and Coventry's great. Cheers.
Cheers.